Man, this one is special. Today's episode ain't about a topic or a lesson. It's about gratitude, reflection. More importantly, it's about your boy. It's about me. Turning 36 and taking a moment to look back on the crazy, beautiful, and perfect journey called life. Welcome back to the F Word, where we talk about fatherhood, failure, and flipping the script on what being a man, a father, and a human really means. But before I talk about anything else, I gotta start this the right way, with a thank you. Because none of this, not the man I am, not the father I've become, not the strength I have, would exist without my mama. Mama, thank you. Thank you for every night you stayed up making sure me and my sister had what we needed, even when you didn't have anything left to give. Thank you for every meal you made happen when there wasn't enough in the kitchen. For every moment you made us smile through your exhaustion so we'd feel safe. You broke your back to make the world happen for your little guy. You gave love even when you had none left for yourself. You could have walked away, could have saved yourself time, a lot of money, a bunch of headaches. But you didn't. You chose me. And I'll never take that for granted. So before we go any further, Mama, I gotta say thank you. You're the reason I'm here, and the reason I'm still standing. Before we keep going, I gotta give a huge shout out to Banana Bag. Always fresh. I've been rocking their gear for a while now, and it's more than fashion. It's the culture. It's confidence. It's identity. So if you want to stay fresh in every season, go check out Banana Bag. So for all the folks who've been rocking with me for a while, or maybe you just tuned in recently, my name is Dorian, but you can call me Quincy. Most people call me Dub. The name Quincy runs deep. It comes from my grandfather and my uncle. But the funny story is, we all spell it different. I still don't know what my grandma and my mama were up to, but hey, we made it work. If you know me, you know I'm a basketball guy through and through. But I also low-key nerd. I love DC and Marvel, love comic books, love a good storyteller. I'm a gamer. Not a heavy gamer, but when I play what I like. I'll catch y'all on 2K and Madden, maybe some Fortnite, maybe Spider-Man as well. Outside of that, I'm a sneakerhead. I love shoes. Maybe it comes from the lack of as a kid. Been collecting for years. I also love tattoos. First one at 15, I stopped counting after a while. But each one tells its own story. I love them. The pain is temporary for a lifelong art piece. So I love it. I grew up in a huge family. My great grandmother had 14 kids. Shit. And every one of them had at least 2 kids of their own. Except for one, my great aunt. She's the fun, rich aunt. Love you, Aunt Kathy. Family was everything. We even had a daycare. Here's the funny part. Me and my cousins thought we were just hanging out with each other. Turns out we was the daycare kids. The whole time we thought it was just a family reunion every day. Those early years taught me love, loyalty, and most importantly, laughter. We didn't have everything, but we had each other. And that's something I'll always carry as I get older. Basketball became my outlet. From the neighborhood course with my boys to playing organized ball to AAU, it shaped who I am, shaped how I thought, shaped how I moved. After high school, shout out Brown Deer, 09, I packed up and headed out to Iowa Lakes, a junior college out in the middle of nowhere. I've heard about this school because my uncle went to this school. I didn't do much research. I just knew wherever my uncle went, I was going to follow. It was my first time really being out on my own, chasing my dreams. I'm not going to lie, but that experience taught me something real. Playing basketball at the college level takes a different kind of love, different type of dedication. And I realized I didn't have that same hunger for it to play on that level. I love the game, but I didn't love the grind that came with it. That's when I learned to accept my own lane, that you can love something deeply without having it to make it your whole identity. Fast forward to now. I'm the head coach of the freshman boys basketball team at Pius High School. Second year with the program. First year we went 18-3. Hell of a season. Now we're back to work, trying to top what we did last year. I can't lie. Coaching taught me that basketball is more than wins and losses. It's about leadership, communication, and growth. I teach young men that success on the court starts with discipline off of the court. We talk about respect, effort, teamwork. And we make sure that we got to have fun. Because if you're not having fun, what you doing? Basketball might be the game, but life, that's the lesson. I'm a father of one beautiful baby girl, and I have 2 bonus daughters that I love with all of me. My house, yeah, is full of girls, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Being a girl dad changed me for the better. If I could have 3 more, I would. They keep me young. They keep me humbled. And they remind me that soft doesn't mean weak. It means human. I work full time, and I also run my own cleaning business with my brother T Love. We built Beyond Solutions from the ground up. Junk removal, carpet cleaning, commercial spaces. We do it all. make sure you contact us if you need any of those services done. And the best part, our tagline says it best. A clean space is a safe place. I do all of this for them, my family, my friends, my community. Not because I have to, but because I love to. That's my purpose. To build something, to keep building something like that lasts. I graduated college back in 2022. And man, that was one of the proudest moments of my life. Not just because I got to walk across the stage. Side note, high school I didn't get to. Still graduated, but didn't get to walk across the stage. But because I did it while being a father, while working full time, and still managing to get the best grades I've had in my life, to the point where I made the dean's list. There's something powerful about showing your kids you can finish what you started. And the best part, having my daughter there at my graduation. That moment, that hug, made every late night and early morning worth it. "36 years in, I've learned some things, and here are a few of that really, really stuck with me. Don't wait. Do not wait. If something matters to you, do it now. Tomorrow isn't promised. Anger doesn't fix problems. Action does. You can be as mad as you want to be at whatever the situation is. But without positive action, productive action, nothing will change. Teamwork makes the dream work. In this big world, nobody wins alone. Time is everything. I want y'all to think about that and remember that if you can. Time is everything. You can make more money, but you cannot make more moments. Being 5 minutes early is on time. And being on time, y'all know, that's just being late. Don't take people for granted. The ones who love you deserve your presence, not just your promises. Enjoy your life. Eat the food, take the trip, dance to the music. You only have one life. Live it, sir. I lived in Iowa. I lived in St. Louis. That's actually where my daughter was born. I've been married. I've been divorced. No blame, no bad blood. Just two people who wanted different things. That chapter taught me, though. That chapter taught me grace, patience, most importantly, peace. I've made many mistakes. I learned lessons, and I kept growing. And if you've been through something, or you're still standing, give yourself that credit. You made it through. We always seem to think when we're going through it that particular moment is our hardest, that we just can't get through it. But somehow, some way, we always make it through our toughest time. Remember that. I can't leave y'all without some little random dub trivia since it's my birthday. When I was a kid, I used to tell people I was allergic to chocolate. Not because I really was, but because I didn't like it. And I felt like telling them I was allergic will end the conversation and not be like, oh, why you don't like chocolate? Why it is? Why not chocolate? This, that, you didn't never had the right chocolate. You know how people talk when you say you don't like things. So as a kid, I just told them I was allergic. I'm that dude who hates snow, but I love to see a good snowfall. But the summer, that's my season. Give me music, sunshine, and good food, and I'm in my happy place. And of course, I'm still that comic book nerd who will argue who's better, Batman or Iron Man, for way too long. I'm going with Batman because he's my favorite superhero. Comic book superhero. That's just me. I'm complex, funny, grateful, and still figuring it all out. This journey of life, I'm strapped in for all that comes. As I hit 36, I'm proud. Not perfect, but proud. Proud of the growth. Proud of the love I've given. I'm proud of the life I've built. When I look back, I see how far I've come. That little kid running around the daycare thinking it was a family reunion every day. I see lessons, the blessings, and the people who carried me when I couldn't carry myself. To everyone who's been a part of my story, my family, my friends, my brothers, my players, my listeners, thank you. You shaped me more than you'll ever know. So I appreciate it. So here's what I want to leave you with on this birthday episode. Celebrate your life. Celebrate your journey. Even the hard parts. Those are the ones that built you. Be grateful for the people who stayed. Forgive the ones who left. And keep becoming who you were meant to be. Not who you may have thought you have been, or if anybody thought you have been. Keep going to the person you are meant to be. If you took anything from my story today, let it be this. Love harder, laugh more, and don't wait to start living your life. Follow the F Word Podcast. Share this episode and keep spreading the love. Before we go, I got to give a huge shout out to our sponsors, Beyond Solutions. They keep things spotless with junk removal, carpet cleaning, and commercial cleaning. A clean space is a safe place. Support good people doing good work. Thank you to every listener and every supporter, every person who's been a part of my 36-year story. Here's to the next chapter. And before you turn this off, remember, you're doing a good job. Peace.